You love fashion, but your clothes do not look the way you want them to look for certain reasons. Here are 6 common mistakes that you may be making without realizing that you're making them, and they make your sense of style look off. Welcome to today's fashion video, guys.
How you like that? You gon' like that?
First common fashion mistake I would say people make is wearing clothes that are not properly laundered. And for some reason, women are the ones who are the culprit of this. When we talk about laundry, I'm talking particularly about ironing clothes. There are so many women that say that they have not laundered their clothes in so long. Yes, we may say they have a very kind man who helps them to do some stuff, but it's just the fact that they feel like ironing is a very tedious task. So what happens to those people who don't have people to help them iron? They go out with rumpled clothes. You should never ever appear with clothes that are not laundered. Now when I say laundered, I know most people wash because there are machines and all of that, but to iron their clothes is a problem for so many people, and this should not be. If you want to look your best every day, if you want to have a sense of style that is always giving, that is always gorgeous, you have to have clothes that are ironed, properly ironed. These days, what I enjoy most about my trousers are the gaiters on them. I never could know how to iron trousers, but I used to see people ironing trousers and they used to look so good because of the gaiters. You know, there's a way they fold the trousers, and I tried to learn that thing for so long, for the longest time, but it's only recently that I got a hang of it. I don't know if that's the proper way, but I found out a way I could fold my trousers the way most of those laundry people do, and the gaiters come out looking good. And that's like my best thing about trousers these days, the gaiters on them. So if you want to look your fashionable best every day, your clothes must be laundered. I know it's tedious. I know you don't like ironing, but you have to do it. You don't always do what you like. But if you want to be that fashion girly, you must always have clothes that are clean. Of course, I know that's a given. Most people, I hope, do not wear dirty clothes, but they must be ironed. There's a difference between rumpled clothes and ironed clothes. The iron clothes will always look more fabulous. It is never a vibe. No, it's not outing. No, it's not anything. It is just carelessness. Your clothes must be ironed. And that's it. Another fashion mistake that you may be making is wearing clothes that are not right for your body type. There are a number of body types. We have the apple body, we have the pear-shaped body, hourglass body, we have the rectangular body, and we have the inverted triangle body, which I am, broader shoulders, slimmer waist kind of a thing. For the longest time, I struggled with knowing what to wear because I would see it on other people, and this is a struggle that many can relate with. You see a particular outfit on some other person, it looks good, but when you put it on, you're like, what's going on here? What is going on here is that you people do not have the same body type. This person, it may look good on this person because the person has slimmer waist, slimmer torso, and then bigger this part, and then yours is like the reverse. For me, I have broader shoulders, slimmer waist, so when putting on something like a low-rise skinny jeans, it doesn't look as good as it will look on someone who perhaps has a pear body shape, because it gives a kind of beautiful definition. Pear body shapes can wear skinny jeans, they can also wear high-rise or low-rise, but me, I prefer to wear high-rise and something that snatches at the waist and then falls freely to the bottom because of my body shape, because of my body type. So wearing outfits that are not particularly made for your body type will always give you the look that you do not want to have. So you're like, oh, I bought this clothes very expensive, I saw it on the model, it looked so good, but why doesn't it look good on me? Since you and the model are not the same, you guys have different body types. All body types are beautiful, but all body types should not be styled the same way. So go on Google, search for clothes that you should wear for your body type, look for models who have your body type, look for people who have your body type and learn from them. So wearing clothes that fit your body type will always do good for you. For example, for me, I've learned that something v-neck, something that wraps around my body will always look good. A flare skirt, a shorter skirt, a maxi skirt that always has to hold me at the waist will always look good on me because of my body type. A shorter skirt that is a bit flare at the fore will always look good for me. So you have to style for your body type, unless you keep making the same mistake of wondering, what am I doing wrong? What you are doing wrong, sis, is styling what you should not be styling. You should not even go near it in the first place. Or if you're going near it, you should know what else to add to it or remove from it so that you still have a very beautiful outfit you've put together at the end of the day. Third mistake you may be making is wearing clothes that are too tight or too loose for you. Sometimes you receive clothes as gifts and you want to wear them immediately, and then you are a size 12, you receive the clothes that is for like a size 10, and then you want to force yourself into it. You may go into it, but you won't be comfortable throughout the day. Either the jeans is too tight, you can barely eat where you go to, you can barely walk properly, you can barely breathe, you can't even laugh. So you're like this the whole day. Clothes are too tight, and when they are too tight, it's visible. I'm not talking about bodycon dresses, because that's what bodycon dresses are supposed to be. They're supposed to be fitting and hugging to your body. I'm talking of clothes that are evidently too tight. There is also the people who wear too loose clothes, mostly people who have bigger body type. They tend to want to hide themselves in their dresses, but it shouldn't be so. If you have a bigger body type, there are outfits that look beautiful on you without looking drab. I'm not talking about outfits that the style again is supposed to be loose or is supposed to be tight. Like a bodycon dress, we know that it's supposed to be tight. For vibes like a baggy trouser and then maxi sweater or the maxi white shirt, yes, it's supposed to be loose. Those are not the outfits I'm talking about. The outfits I'm talking about are outfits that you are trying to force yourself into, or you are trying to hide yourself inside. Those are not the ways that you can look your best. You have to shop for clothes that are your size. Thank God that we have fitting rooms in these places, in these stores, in these outlets that sell clothes. You can always try them on. If you're too embarrassed to try them on, use your eyes to gauge, or there's a way we Nigerians do it with the trousers. You put the band around your neck. I don't know if it works all the time. So don't take my word for it, but the point is always dress in a way that is not too tight and not too loose. Let yourself breathe, or let yourself breathe properly without drowning in your clothes. Either of which side you've always been falling on, correct yourself today and you'll see your style get better. The fourth fashion mistake that you may be making is not paying attention to accessories or accessorizing. Accessories are, so to say, additions that you make to your basic outfits or to your basic thing you're wearing. So you're putting on this cloth, what do you add to it? What do you use to, so to say, supplement other areas? For example, you're putting on a maxi gown that needs a belt, but that belt is not there, and so something is missing in the attire. So if you think of it that way, you see that your clothes are not complete without the accessories. So the accessories, like, you know, even your glasses, your earrings, your necklace, your bangles, anklets, even bags, accessories, wigs, hair is an accessory. So everything that you add to your outfit is accessory. So if you are not putting on your appropriate accessories, it can either take something from your outfit or put too much into your outfit. Now this is talking about over accessorizing. So when we talk about accessories, there's also the tendency for some people to over accessorize. I made shorts on Instagram once about how I watched that episode of the Keeping Up with the Kardashians when Bruce just transitioned into Caitlyn, and then I think she was making her first appearance now as Caitlyn Jenner, and then she tried on some outfits. I think it was a white outfit if I can remember properly, and then she just packed on all of this jewelry, just packed them on, I just packed them on, I just packed it, gold here, bling here, bling here, bling here, bling here. And thank God that Kim Kardashian came in at that point in time, and what she said was, you don't have to put everything on because you have them. So even when we're talking about some people not putting on any accessory, there's also the tendency for some people to over accessorize, and what that does is to just take your, so to say, outfit that may have been on 100 and then brings it down to a 0 because you are trying to take your outfit more than the 100%. You're trying to put it on 200, and you think that by packing on all of these things, packing on all of these colors, everything must match, red to red to red to red to green, everything must match together and mix together. At the end of the day, you've just made a mockery of your outfit. Everything is shining all at once, everything is too much, and when it's too much, it becomes 0, it becomes nothing. So even when there is a tendency to forget to accessorize, also remember that you should not over accessorize. Do not put on everything just because you have them. Again, there are ways that you can accessorize. Less is always more. If you put on too much here, reduce here. If you put too little here, increase here. Or there are some outfits that do not need more than just a little dot earring. You're already putting on a flashy gown, those kind of gowns worn on the red carpets that have blinks everywhere, and then you put on a chunky necklace and then chunky earrings and then unless that's the vibe particularly mentioned for that event, for that night, or for whatever. Sis, I'm broke. I don't know. I feel it to be too much. So there's always a tendency to over accessorize, and there's always a tendency to under accessorize. But just make sure you are getting these two things. Just make sure there is a balance. So it's in this balance that your style becomes beautiful. It's in finding this balance that you have beautiful style, beautiful fashion sense. Find the balance. If you are not sure, look in the mirror and get inspiration and all of that. It's not that hard. It's just a little bit of thought, a little bit of looking and observing, a little bit of extra, and then not too much of extra. So it's tricky. You may not get it every day, but keep practicing. That's all it is. Keep practicing. And in the same vein of keep practicing, I'll go to my fifth common mistake that people make, which is being close-minded about fashion, being close-minded about what you wear. What do I mean by this? You like to look good, but you do not seek other ideas from other places, from other people, from other mindsets. Let me just put it that way. You are just stuck on, oh, this is what I want to wear every day, black and white and gold and green, and this is what I want to wear, and that is what I will wear till the day I go to see my maker. But you want to be a fashion girl. You want to be someone who is always giving with outfits. You cannot do this thing alone, because no man is an island. We're all surrounded by people, we're surrounded by different vibes, we're surrounded by different looks, we're surrounded by different things. And I think that in as much as you have your own way of wanting to do something, you should also be able to source for ideas from other sources, from other people. Look at how this person has styled this. Look at how this person has styled even these basic whites and black that you want to wear every day. There are people who have styled them in different ways. Look at them. How did they put this together? What accessory did they add? How did they even wear their shoes? How did they even style the shirt itself? There's so many things you can do with a shirt now. I see these videos and I'm like, how did these people even come up with this thing? Because people have thought of things in ways that you haven't even thought of. So if you're just stuck in your own little bubble of this is how I want to be every day, yes, this is how you want to be every day, but there is a better way, there is a newer way, there is a more whatever way of looking this way that you want to look. So learn from those things. I remember that from the age of what now, I would say 10, 11, I used to watch Fashion Police on E-Channel with the late Joan Rivers, then her daughter, then someone else, then a few other people. I can't remember the rest of those who, but Joan Rivers gave us a time on Fashion Police. They would dissect all these outfits on red. These are outfits made by designers, put on red carpet for Oscars, for Grammys, for Emmy, but they would dissect these outfits, what worked, what did not work. And from all those things, I listened to their reasons. Sometimes I didn't agree because I was a 10-year-old and 11-year-old. What seemed good to me, Joan Rivers and the rest of the group, they would tell us why this did not look good, why this dress made this woman look different from how she would have looked. She's a beautiful woman, but this is what this dress did to her. This is what this, as simple as an accessory, a necklace, this is how this accessory made this dress just drop to a zero. And to me, I'm like, it's a beautiful outfit, what is wrong with the dress? But Joan Rivers, because she has done this over time, they were able to pinpoint things that were wrong with the outfit. And so now I know that an outfit may look good, but there may be reasons why it may not look good anymore. So over time, watching E-Channel, watching Fashion Police, I've been able to develop a sense of, how do I say it now? A sense of observation. Let me just say that. And again, your outfits may not look good every day, but every day it can look like you put in an effort, you put in a thought to it. And that is the aim, basically. Every day there should be the pointer that you actually took your time to look for this outfit. There should be a pointer that you are not just throwing everything on. You just open your box or your cupboard and the first thing that comes to your hand, you just put on. That is not the kind of fashion girl you want to be. You want to be a fashion girl that always says something. What you can say, maybe I tried my best, but it didn't give my best. But at least what you are saying is, first and foremost, I tried my best. That is what you are aiming for. So when you look at all these things, when you look at all these programs, when you follow people who have your body type on Instagram, on TikTok, you look at how they style this, they look at these new innovations that are coming, you look at these new ways to even style as something as basic as a shirt. You follow people on Pinterest. There are so many thousands and thousands and thousands of things you can find on Pinterest. There's so many styles: the aesthetic girly, the farm girly, the country girly, the basic girly, the minimalist girly, the maximalist girly. They're all there. So why would you just stay stuck to your own bubble of, oh, this is how I've been doing it and this is how it will remain? Moves are not made that way. Heads do not turn that way. And even if you do not turn heads, you do not feel your best that way when you are wearing the same basic thing every day, because that is what you want to wear. That basic thing you want to wear, I'm not against it, but there are ways that you may start to style that basic thing, that thing you call basic, and you will be shocked at how good you look. You'll be shocked at how happy you are that you tried other new ways, that you saw new things, that you opened your mind to the endless possibilities for fashion, whether as a man or as a woman. And I will conclude the common mistakes by ending with this: not having a personal style. I talked about this in the last fashion video, and I'm saying it again. Even though we are saying you have to get ideas from all these people, look here, look there, there's still a thing called personal style. Your individuality has to show forth in your dressing. It has to show that I put this on and it didn't just wear me. It's not something that I just picked off a model's body, so to say, a model on a picture or on TV, and just wore because everybody's wearing it. No, it's something that I particularly liked, that I put my twist to, and then I put on, and it looks very good on me. And I will tie this point in by also adding, not indulging in the fast fashion trends. So this thing is coming out, I'm gonna get it, it's in store now, oh, it's cheap now, let me get it, or is the raining thing, let me get it, and so your cupboard is filled with pieces and pieces and pieces that came out every month, something else that came out the next month, and you just got them. Oh, it's what's trending, everybody's wearing this, everybody's wearing that, and then in the next 2 months nobody's wearing it. And so the funny thing is, you now feel because nobody's wearing it, you shouldn't wear it anymore because you will look outdated. So you do not wear it, it's in your wardrobe. And you know, some of you are guilty of not dashing things out or throwing things away because, you know, I used my money to buy it, so that's in your wardrobe. Remember our first point in the other video about throwing out things that you do not use? Some of you don't even do that. So these fast fashion things keep piling up in your wardrobe, and then when it's time to go out, you do not know what to style, not to even talk of now creating your personal style out of your clothes that you love, because you do not love this cloth anymore because nobody else is wearing it. So you see how fashion trends can, so to say, destroy your individuality. So when I say look at what other people are styling, look at what other people are doing, that's what I started with. You have to know what you love. You have to know what you like first. You have to know what your basic go-to everyday is. And then when you know what your basic go-to everyday is, you're confident enough not to be totally influenced by what other people are wearing. So the only thing you are grabbing from other people or grasping from the fashion environment around you are only ways that you can improve your style that you already have. So that's why this last point is, do not forget to have your personal style. That's a mistake that many people make. They just follow, oh, what's trending now, those big red boots. I'm not trying to if you bought them when they trended, it's fine, I'm not trying to but what I'm saying is, fashion comes and goes. Our parents used to tell us that, you know, these baggy trousers we wear now is what they wore in maybe the 70s or the 80s. I'm not sure which of those. I think it was the 70s, they said. And then it kind of went out of style. The skinny jeans came, and now we are going back to free-legged jeans. So fashion trends, if that's what you want to build your wardrobe on, if that's what you want to build your style on, just know that it will fade away. It will fade away, and so to say, you are fading away with it because you are so easily influenced by those things. You do not know what you like. what you thought you liked because you saw it on someone else, or because you saw it on the media as a trending thing that this house just brought out, this other house just brought out, you bought. And so now it's all in your wardrobe, it's all in your possession, you have nothing to wear. And so you hate yourself for it, you hate the clothes you have, you don't have money to buy new ones because you spent all your money on fast fashion, you do not have clothes that will last the test of time, that will go and come back but will still meet you there and will still be fashionable all year round. You don't have those pieces. When it's time to go out, there's nothing to wear. When it's time to do this, there's nothing to wear. When it's time to do that, oh, it's out of the... Have your own style. Do not overindulge in fast fashion. Yes, there are pieces that you see on the market, it's everywhere. You may want to get it. For example, tank tops. Tank tops styled in certain ways. You know that with a tank top, you can always use it to wear trousers. You can always use it under your blazers in case they go out of style. You can always use it under your blazers to couple with a skirt or a trouser. So it's always gonna be there. But things like, I don't want to mention names so that in case you have these fashion outfits, you do not say, oh, no. So I will just tell you to find your style first. That is the last common mistake that people are making. What do you like wearing? What colors do you like? What kind of outfits fit your body type? That's why we listed all those things before we got to this last point. What kind of styles fit you? What kind of body shaped dresses do you like? What kind of body shape trousers? And this goes for men and women. What kind of accessory do you like? And then who are the people making things that will last the test of time in terms of these things that you like? How are people styling these things in new ways? Fashion comes and goes, but this thing that is your style, this thing that you love, how can you make it a transitioning thing, a thing that will always follow you in the coming times to come, in the coming times to go, this thing that will always be there to serve you in your cupboard? What are these things? Those are the things that you get to help benefit your style. You don't just go out buying the latest trend, first of all, it's not cheap. You may think it is cheap because of course it's cheap now, they want everybody to buy it, but in the long run, is it cheap or is it expensive? Because when it's time to go out, you don't have anything to wear, you have to go back to buy things that you should have bought before instead of buying these things that looked cheap. So know what you are trying to say with your clothes. I used to not care about clothes. I used to just be like, let me just go out and come back. That is the point of wearing clothes. Until I started realizing, oh no, clothes are more than just something you put on to cover your nakedness. Clothes are statements. How I put on this, how I put on that is a statement. So what do I do to ensure that whatever I'm saying, I'm not saying lazy girl, I'm not saying a carefree girl, I'm not saying a girl that just got up and just rolled out of bed and just rolled into the first thing that she saw. How am I saying this is me, this is how I want to express myself, this is how I want to be seen today, this is the fashion style I want to go with today? How am I saying all of these things? That's what we mean by having your own style. If you do not have your own style, everything can go, and when everything goes, you are just an everything anyhow kind of person. No, even your fashion style should say, I deliberately wanted to do this and I did it. What is better than having the confidence to say, I wanted to do this and I did this? You can say that with your clothes. That's what your style is. Style is individualistic. I call fashion something that is conventionally agreed upon thing. So if the whole world is agreeing upon something and you are just following the whole world, and what are you then saying for yourself? What is your own soul saying? What is your body in this case? Was your body wearing the clothes? What is your body saying? What is your body trying to say with what you're putting on? If you do not have your personal style, that is the biggest mistake that you're making. Before we even start looking into all these things that I've mentioned before, that's why I'm concluding with this. Have your personal style. Do not just indulge in all the fashion that is there. My mom has pieces from 1970s, 1980s that she passed down to me because like I'm her size when she was my age, and I love these things. For example, there's this denim skirt I always style. I'm sure that skirt is tired of me, but I will always wear that skirt until it's like washed out and I can't wear it anymore, because every time I put on that outfit, everybody's like, where did you get this skirt? This is such a lovely skirt. It's a very long flowing denim skirt, but there's just something beautiful about it. It's a timeless piece. She bought this many years ago. I'm talking about the 70s or the 80s, and it's still serving till now. She gave it to me and it's like the best clothes she has ever given me. Most of the clothes she gives me as passed downs, they are clothes that she bought then, but they still look so elegant now. They still look so beautiful now. Sometimes people say, how do you wear these clothes that people in their 40s should be wearing. Not that the clothes looks drab, but it's just a clothes that you shouldn't be able to afford at this time. But it's just a clothes that nobody has seen before. But it's not something that is in the fast fashion trend. It's not something you just go to the store now and see. No, it's something that has gone through the test of time. A denim skirt of that time is being used now and will probably still be relevant in the next 10 years, 20 years if it is not yet washed out and I've not used the life out of it. So that's what I'm talking about. What is your style? What can you say about what you're wearing? If you do not have a very bold statement to make with what you're wearing, that is the biggest mistake of all, and that's the mistake I do not want you to make. And that's why I have given all these points today to help you daily to correct these mistakes that you may be making without even realizing it. So dressing up every day, dressing up looking your best, dressing up looking at least like you tried is easy if you just try to eliminate these mistakes. In conclusion, really decide that you want to be better with your fashion style and everything will come to your fingertips. Follow these steps, try your best, look at your clothes today, get your full length mirror. I've gotten mine, I hope you have gotten yours, and start to style away and start to see what you like, what you do not like, what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And that's just it. That's just the formula to dressing your best every day. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm sure that you liked it. So if you did, you can share this, put a like on the like button, subscribe if you are not subscribed, because you know that we will always have wonderful videos. Leave a comment if you think there's any other thing I missed in my list of common mistakes people make in their fashion choices. It will help somebody, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Bye bye.